Hello my dear students, welcome to another video. Many times, many of my students message me asking sir which laptop to buy, which is a better deal, which variant to go for, which brand to go for, and the questions don't stop. What I decided is that I will make a specific laptop buying guide for all the civil engineering students as well as professionals. So hope you like this video, hope it helps. I would also recommend that in case your parents have doubts regarding whether they should give you a laptop, whether they should buy one or not, I would recommend that you share this video with your parents as well. Now, is laptop really required? My answer is both yes and a no. I'll start with no. The reason for no is that in case if you need a computational facility for a specific purpose, you can anytime borrow it from any of your friend, or you might use any of the computer labs available in the various colleges or any of the college you are presently in. Or in case you are professional working, then your office will be providing a laptop or a computer. But is it feasible to daily ask or put your files in a public PC? No. And that's why my another answer is yes. Yes, in today's digital day and age, you definitely need a PC or a laptop, and most preferably laptop because it is portable. So yeah, for all your work, all your digital classes, your digital assignments, projects, your software learning, a laptop is essential, and especially for civil engineering also it is required. So my answer will be yes. Now what to look for? First, you need to decide what's your budget. If you're a student, ask your parents that how much are they willing to spend. What are you looking for? Then decide what's your main use. Whether you will be using it just for basic works or you will be going deep into things and will be exploring some more things. Now, first question to answer is which operating is most suitable for me? Which OS is good for a civil engineering student or a professional? These are the three major operating systems available: Windows, Mac and Linux. What I'll prefer using a Windows laptop just because most of the civil engineering softwares are very much comfortable, are compatible with Windows, and all of us from even our school times, we are comfortable with Windows operating system. So I'll prefer using a Windows as a civil engineer. Next, the major softwares that you might run. The first one and the most common one is the AutoCAD, which is a CAD software. Then you might use some structural analysis or design softwares like StatPro or SAP. You might use some simulation based softwares like ANSYS for your projects, etc. Maybe some GIS software like ArcGIS or Erdas Imagine, or some any other civil engineering software based upon whether your university or college have that license and it allows you to use them. Now, commonly used other softwares include Microsoft Office, Chrome or Firefox for internet browsing, some basic photo and video editing softwares, and occasional gaming just to refresh your mind. Now, what specifications to look for? So I have made a list of the specifications I recommend for civil engineering students. So as for processors, I will recommend using an Intel i5 or i7, at least an 8th generation processor, or maybe some latest Ryzen processors. They both are equally good in terms of performance, and in some cases you might not even realize that there is a difference between the systems. At the same time, there is a considerable price difference between Ryzen and Intel processors. I would recommend using at least 8 GB of RAM, 500 GB or 1 TB of hard disk. Now, graphics card, an integrated graphics card would be more than sufficient for your needs. All these softwares will run very smoothly for your basic uses. If you are willing or wishing to go for some graphic intensive work, then I'll recommend you can go for additional graphics card from NVIDIA or AMD, anything. Now, decide the screen size according to your use. If you want much more portability, then go for a 14-inch. If you are comfortable with a little more weight but you want a good screen size, I'll recommend you to go for a 15.5 inch. Now brands, you might choose any of the brands. These are some of the most common brands in Indian market. For the brands, I'll prefer the ones that my close ones are using. I'll ask them that whether that brand has satisfied them, whether there were any problems. And in case you wish that I recommend some of the laptops brand wise and budget wise, put a comment in the comment box below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll make a different separate video for the laptop buying guide as per budget and brands, what I will prefer. Next, have you heard about it? What are refurbished laptops? So refurbished laptops are the repaired laptops by service providers or the brands themselves. There might be some minor issue during the warranty time which the company has fixed, and now they are reselling it with a warranty. Now in that case, is that any good to buy? Yeah, definitely. In terms of money, it will be a lot cheaper than a new brand laptop, and in terms of performance, it will be equally good. At the same time, the company or the service provider will be giving you a warranty with it. Now, as per Indian market, not many platforms are available for a good refurbished laptop. So what I will recommend, that if you are going for it, then do read all the reviews, feedbacks from the users who have bought it, and then go for a refurbished laptop. If you find this video useful, do comment, do hit that like button. It will definitely motivate and help me. And if you have any other query, you can put in comment box. I'll definitely try to answer it. You can mail me on tridentforcivil@gmail.com for any of the queries. All the queries will be answered very soon. Myself, Dhruv Saxena, signing off for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Have a good day.